Oh. Oh, I'm just going to rewind that. See, that doesn't look difficult, but at that speed, to play a fill like that so cleanly is impressive. So we're going to watch it again. Episode 2 with a new setup, and not many people have yet watched the first episode, so I haven't had much feedback on what you guys think. But yeah, I'm going to kind of be sat here, and the video is going to be here, like a more traditional reaction video. Hi, my name's Matt. I'm a drum teacher based in London, UK. And today's question of the day, thank you to the guy who watched episode 1 of the new setup all the way to the end and answered question of the day, which was, what record is this? So question of the day number 2 is, what record is this? The blue one. I'll be really impressed if someone gets that, but then we will also be best friends. That's the cheesy YouTuber bit out of the way. Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Dan Presland from the band Obliviscaris. I may have said that wrong, sorry. And his playthrough of the song As Plague Flowers the Kaleidoscope, which is a cool name. I'm not really sure what type of music this is. I think I've seen one of Dan's videos before, but a long time ago, and I don't really remember. But I'm guessing it's going to be some kind of heaviness. I don't know. Don't really know what to expect. So yep, I'm going to budge to the side. The video is going to pop up here. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you like this setup? Do you prefer the old setup? It's basically based off a bunch of feedback I got recently. So yeah, just let me know. But here we go. Dan Presland time. Wow, what a start. I've just noticed the footwork as well. Crazy. Is this in 5? I think this is in 5. Let's talk about the intro. That was madness. So he's got a fairly symmetrical cymbal setup. Seems to be a lot of drummers recently with symmetrical cymbal setups. And his pedals, so he's got 2 kick drums, and then he's got hi-hat pedals for both his main hats and his aux hats, which is interesting because a lot of people don't have pedals for their second set of hi-hats. So it's interesting he has both, and he was using both in a really interesting way there, just alternating with his feet, inside, outside, right, left, right, left. That was very cool. And his hands were doing some crazy stuff as well. But yeah, I think that was in 5. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, really interesting opening beat. I like that a lot. Very cool. And the music, what is this, like folk metal? I mean, there's not really any metal yet, one could argue. Okay, so we're back to the, you can see the footwork there. Oh, I love how he's written this groove so that obviously his feet are moving constantly. So there's going to be that right side open hi-hat is going to be open and closed once in every 4 strokes with his feet. But the beat is in 5, but he's written the beat with his hands to coincide with the open hi-hat. That's an incredible polyrhythm. That's really, really cool. And I'd only just noticed it. That's amazing. Those doubles on the hi-hat are ooh, squeaky clean. Okay, so here's the metal. Well, that was cool. I want to see his foot technique. I hope there's a foot camera. That would be cool. It looks like swivel from here. Kind of. Like a mini swivel there. You can see with his heel. Oh, that was tasty. I like that a lot. How to change up a chorus groove tastefully. Okay, I'm going to pause it there. Wow, we're only 3 minutes in. I feel like I've paused it loads already. But one thing I've noticed, there's quite a stark contrast between his arms. So his right arm, he does use his wrists a lot, which is good if you're a drummer. His left arm is much more, it's coming from the elbow and even the shoulder at points. Which is not a bad thing necessarily. It's just interesting that he has such a stark contrast between what his right hand, like the preferred technique of his right hand, but then if he does another tom roll or just a roll in general, you'll probably see that his left arm, his wrist is almost static compared to his right, where it's a bit more fluid, which is interesting that his arms are so different in that sense. You can see it there while he's playing with his arms crossed, actually. When he has a snare hit, he has to lift his right arm really out of the way because his left has such a big back lift because it's all elbow. Or maybe he does it for show. Yeah, you see it there, right? Okay, I'll shut up for a second. I feel like I've talked too much. Even his ghosted notes are coming from... They're almost coming... Oh, no, they are elbow. I was going to say shoulder, but no, from that angle. I like this a lot. It's not usually my kind of music, but this is pretty cool, actually. I love how he kept time there without needing to do anything. It's all up here. For him, anyway. For Dan, I should say. I'm really sorry to people that love this song and love this band, whatever. Does anyone else hear One by Metallica with this? And it just me? Darkness. Like halfway through. God, his endurance with his legs is crazy. The vocalist is genuinely quite scary. God, his legs. That was nice. Very tasteful. Those chinas sound so nice. I feel like Zildjian have always been just the kings of nice chinas. Back to the 16th notes on the feet. Oh, I'm just going to rewind that. See, that doesn't look difficult, but at that speed, to play a fill like that so cleanly is impressive. So we're going to watch it again. Yeah. Oh, that's so much harder than it looks. Oh, I like that as well. The linear tom splash china fill. That was... Just on the off chance that anyone's wondering how he's getting the open hi-hat sound without actually hitting it, then there is a technique that you can utilize with your heel of your hi-hat pedal foot, where you basically, it's like kind of similar to playing heel toe on a kick pedal, but instead you just literally like kind of stamp on the pedal, and with using your heel as most of the weight, and it'll open up the hi-hat stand, or the hi-hats, as you're seeing Dan do there, just in case anyone's wondering how he's doing that. You can see how his knee is flexing, so that his heel is what's lashing out at the pedal. He's using his wrists now on his left. I like that. I've just realised he's only using single pedal during this section. I'll come back to that. Where was it? I don't want to pause it too much, but we're going to revisit those blast beats because he was doing something very impressive there. Spicy. That's a nice groove. Really nice groove. So that last one we were just playing open-handed. If you want to learn, if you're a metal drummer and you want to play something creative and interesting that isn't that difficult, that was a really nice example of a groove like that. Nice. Awesome. Okay, so while we go back to the blast beats, I'm just going to say I enjoyed that. quite a lot actually. It's generally not my kind of music at all. I tend to stray away from songs that are upwards of 5 minutes personally. But yeah, if any of you know the UK band Conjurer, or if you're a fan of Obliviscaris and you don't know Conjurer, I think they'll be well up your street. Conjurer are very similar to this, but they don't have the kind of clean vocal and like folky element to them. They're more kind of straight ahead, just heavy stuff. I like Conjurer, and this fairly reminiscent of that to me. But let's talk about the blast beat. So let's just fast forward. Yeah. So what I want to highlight there as being extra impressive about this, let alone the endurance of everything that he's doing. But so he's playing the 8th notes with his right hand on the hi-hats and just blasting continuously. So if we take this groove as being played in 4, then I believe it's every 4th what would be hi-hat. He actually brings down his right hand to the snare and fills in a gap between the blast beat and does it exceptionally cleanly. Now the tricky thing about that is the fact that the quarter note or the 8th notes on the hats are being played continuously, pretty much on the upbeat, downbeat, and then he's basically filling in the blast beat gap of the E, so the and E, 1 E and 2 E, with the right hand. So it's being played at a different, being played on a different note. And it's very difficult to get that like clean consistency without losing, the rhythm that you had with your right hand and indeed your left, because maybe you try and overcompensate when you're filling in the gap and you drop off some speed with your left, or your right just completely messes up, and before you know it, you're playing some kind of, I don't know, awful sounding accented stroke on the hi-hat, and it just sounds bad. But hopefully that explains what he's doing and why it's so impressive. It's just the cleanliness at this speed is just, it's quite remarkable, really. So he's playing quarter notes, sorry, not 8th notes on the hats. And yeah, so it would have been every 4th quarter note, but instead he brings it down and fills in the gap in the blast beat, which is just, he kind of makes it look easy, but that is not easy to do at all. Really enjoyed that. This got requested by a lot of people, actually. Dan is clearly a very adept drummer. Lots of power, lots of creativity with his fill-ins, which I really liked. Awesome. I'm going to watch a couple more videos of this, guys, I think, because I quite like the music as well. So there you go. You learn something new every day. Hope you enjoyed this one. I do read almost all of my comments. If you have suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. If you are an up-and-coming drummer and you record videos of yourself doing covers of songs or just anything in general and you want me to check it out, leave a comment below and I will maybe get around to it in the future if you want me to. And to everyone else, thanks for watching. Hope you're all safe and well. Give me feedback on the new setup, and I will hopefully see you all next time.